Hi, I'm Hannah Bernard. We are at the 6th Annual AlphaNorth Capital Event Conference in the Bahamas. Right now I have Bob Thompson, a portfolio manager at Raymond James. Thank you so much for being with us.
Really good to be with you, Hannah.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and the work that you do.
Right, I'm a portfolio manager at Raymond James, and I specialize in managing the assets of mining executives. And you know, it's an interesting sector because, as you know, it's a very cyclical sector, probably the most cyclical sector in the entire world. And we've gone through a bad time in the last little bit. So I'm looking ahead at you know, when this market does well and when the underlying stocks do well. So I think we're at some pretty interesting times right now.
Yeah, so let's go deeper into that. What is your outlook for 2019 for this coming year?
Right, you know, US dollars peaking out, a lot of people thinking that's maybe going to help the gold sector, but I think it could put a lift under the entire mining sector, right? The cyclicality of the sector a lot of times is based upon access to capital, right? And we haven't had a lot of access to capital in the last little while because capital's been going to other places. And it reminds me a lot of 1999, 2000, right? There's lots of value there. You know, and as Warren Buffett says, you can't find value in anything that's popular. So I try to look at things that are unpopular in the short run, and that's where you're going to find the value going forward. And again, with mining executives, you know, it's been a rough ride, but 2 or 3 years out, when you know stocks are up 3 or 4 times possibly, and you know they're looking at what do I do for disposition? How do I save on tax? You know, I think it's an interesting sector, and I have an in-depth knowledge of the mining sector. So.
Great. Well, we know that there's an abundance of choice when it comes to portfolio managers. So what differentiates you?
I have an in-depth knowledge of the mining sector and the mining cyclicality, you know, and I talk quite a bit about something called the mining clock. And the mining clock tells us where we are in the cycle, right? And I think it's important when you have somebody investing your money to know that they know your sector extremely well. So they're a generalist in that they know wealth management strategy, they know how to protect your wealth, they know how to enhance your wealth, but at the same time, they know your business in detail. And I think that's vitally important so we don't do all the round trip again as we do many times in this industry where we ride something all the way up and then all the way back down again, right? We got to know how to handle that to, as I say, make work optional for you.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing your insight with us, Bob, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Fantastic. Thanks, Hannah.